As the crypto market melts down, I have to report that a US-based company will be shutting its doors. But don't you worry, Stellar fans. As the crypto market burns down, Stellar is heating up. I've got some amazing stats to share with you and a rumor that's going to put a smile on your face this morning. So let's start it off with the heat map, and man, Stellar fans, I got good news for you coming up. XLM right now sitting at 8.8, up almost 2% last 24 hours. Market looks pretty green right now, well, all things considered. ETH at 12.16, Bitcoin 16,484, Doge seeing a huge pump yet again, up 10% last 24 hours to 10.4 cents. We've got a couple big events coming up that I want to share with you. That's right, everyone. Hit the subscribe button because on December 1st, we're going to start having our FTX hearings with the Senate and with Congress later this month. That's right. So we got December 1st for this one. And then we also have Maxine Waters saying, not on my block. That's right. That's going to be December 13th. I will have a live stream covering both events so that you don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button. But oh my gosh, the FTX contagion now is spreading to the United States. U.S. crypto exchange Bitfront shuts down. However, despite our efforts, we have regretfully determined that we need to shut down Bitfront in order to continue growing the Line blockchain ecosystem and link token economy. The California-based company said it in a statement on its website on Sunday. So yes, the contagion is now spreading to companies in the United States. More fallout to come. More troubles for Grayscale's Ethereum trust plummets. I did a deeper dive on their Grayscale Bitcoin trust, and here's what I could tell you. They're in deep crap, and their Ethereum product is falling into the same issue. Also, much like Grayscale Bitcoin trust, their Ethereum trust is currently trading at a discount to Ether at 42%. Its sharp price has also declined 80% year to date, while Ether itself has declined 68%. All right, so when these trusts were made, they were made at a time where it wasn't as easy to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum using your phone, exchanges, and so forth. So they allowed you to get exposure via the trust. Now, here's the problem. These trusts, the Bitcoin one, you have to wait 6 months to sell. So as the market is eroding, and we know it's going to be eroding for many, many more months to come, you can't sell. The worst part is the price of the trust versus the asset is now completely negative. That makes zero sense. Why? Because you could just buy Ethereum right now, sell it the next day without any restrictions. But with their trusts here, you have to pay a top percent fee. Grayscale's Bitcoin trust is 2% fee, and you have to wait 6 months to sell. So think of all the people that bought Ethereum 6 months ago waiting to sell, Bitcoin 6 months ago waiting to sell. That's why these products are losing investors' hope and losing investor support, because now you could buy directly way easier and not have to worry about the crazy fees and time restrictions put in. So we're going to have to keep Grayscale on our radar because their products are fairly outdated for what the market needs right now, and they're super expensive, all things considered. All right, everyone, let's break open more stuff before we get into Stellar goodness, because the Stellar part, it's going to freak you out when you hear it. Maker Dao is voting on increasing yield for the DAI stablecoin. All right. So they put a vote out to the members and said, hey, look, right now our yield is 0.01%, which is seriously really good because, to be honest with you, that's sustainable. Unlike these other morons out there that are offering 15, 20, 30%, which is unsustainable. But here's the problem. So they asked the community, hey, what should we do? 1%, 75, 50, or a quarter? Well, what do you think the community is going to do? They're going to vote for as much as possible, and therein lies the problem. How do you get more people to invest in your product? You have to keep raising the interest rates because that's what people are doing right now. And I'm not saying you should do that because this is so crazy, greedy, and speculative, all right? That's why you've seen the Celsius fall, UST, we got Voyager. I mean, all these out there were offering crazy, crazy stuff that's just not sustainable. So as these people start voting for more and more, that brings more money in to pump up the bottom Ponzi scheme. But the problem here is this. Let's say these companies now want to be responsible and they're like, no, okay, we're not going to jack up rates this high. We're going to be here. Well, the problem is people that want to play the risky game are going to find all the highest rates and put their money in. So once you give the consumer high rates, it's super hard to dial it back down. Now, let me ask you this. Who in their right mind is raising rates right now as the market is going down, 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 as cash is being pulled out on the venture capital side? Institutional level money is not getting involved. In fact, we saw for the first time ever in history, they're taking ATMs out of the United States. Yes, crypto ATMs out of the United States rather than putting them in. First time ever in history that we've seen that. So money is definitely being pulled out of the crypto community, but yet these people want to increase their yields. How are they increasing their yields and making money if crypto is on a constant decline? Makes you wonder, doesn't it, everyone? But now on to the stellar juicy goodness. All right, let's go over to their Twitter. All quiet on the Western Front. You're not going to find this news story there. No, that's why you like this channel, because we take it deeper, baby. All right, let's take a look at the ledger. People were freaking out. I saw a few of the comments saying, hey, transactions on the chain like totally dropped here over the last few days. Fear not, everyone, because this is normal, and I'm going to explain it to you. First, let's look at an overall trend. Massive amounts of processed operations on the chain, but you can see kind of like a slight decline. All right, let's zoom in just a little bit, and you can see, oh, this looks pretty good, but again, you see the slight decline right there. Let's talk about that slight decline, and then we're going to get into the stellar, juicy good news. All right, so here's the deal. What happens in the financial world when it comes around Thanksgiving? Everyone shuts down, goes on vacation, does nothing for like 4 days, all right? So that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, things are quiet. That's why news was so boring here over the last several days. That's why the market traded sideways and was waiting for official business to open on Monday to see what was going to happen. Because remember, a lot of companies were like, hey, we need funding by Monday or done. So that's why transactions here were down. And you can see it, all right? So you got Thursday, now look at Friday. Way down, Saturday way down, Sunday, Monday. See what I'm saying? This all happens right now. Transactions are going to pick back up now that business is resuming. That's not the juicy news, although it is pretty juicy, because when you look out and zoom out to their lifetime in terms of processed operations, that is a very juicy chart right there. But let's get into the juicy goodness. National Bank of Ukraine releases a draft concept for the digital, whatever that word is. So we're going to say digital dollar from now on. One of the design options for Ukraine and CBDC describes the digital dollar available for usage in crypto exchange operations. Ukraine's central bank on November 28th released a statement on the concept of their e-digital dollar, which aims to perform all the functions of money by supplementing cash and non-cash forms of that as its key purpose. And you're like, well, wait a minute, Klaus, where's the juicy goodness? Who's been working with the Ukrainian government for several years? What company, maybe I'll put it that way, is on the Ukrainian bank's board? Yes, what US-based company that a certain someone who's wearing a hat right now is on the Ukrainian bank's board? Oh, that would be Stellar. That's right, everyone. As previously reported, the NBU has been actively studying the possibility of issuing a CBDC in recent years, hiring blockchain developers and cooperating with major industry projects like Stellar Development Foundation. And remember, they also launched the AUDD on the Stellar blockchain, a stablecoin. So wait a minute, we have more products, more people integrating with Stellar, and that's the juicy rumor. And as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. I've got the announcement right here in, a language I sure as hell can't read. It's Ukrainian, I get it. But you can translate it and read it for yourself if you like. The key takeaway from here is this. You've got more usage of the Stellar chain, and you now have a CBDC project where they've been working closely with Stellar for how many years? Holy crap, everyone. It doesn't get any better than that. Now, I know a lot of you out there are going to be like, yeah, but CBDCs, how does that really help Stellar? Do you think the Ukrainian government will allow Stellar to fail if that's who they're using to run their CBDC project? This is about partnerships, ecosystem, and friends. In tough times like this, your friends will come to help you out. Why? Because their success depends on Stellar's success, and you won't see this kind of content anywhere else out there on the internet. I'm going to keep such a close eye on this story because, again, it's another great way for Stellar to show what you can do with its blockchain. Juicy stuff here, everyone. And the transactions, does it make sense now why transactions were down from Thanksgiving on? It's because the business world takes a break because it's so hard to move money around that time. Why? Because a lot of banks are closed for the weekend observing the holiday. That's why news was so slow. So, slow news turned into what, everyone? Juicy Stellar goodness. If you want to learn more about crypto and Web3, check out this video right here. I assure you it's going to be extremely educational while being very time sensitive. Thank you very much again. Have a great rest of your day.